Ciao caro, non so cosa facciamo stasera, ma facciamo qualcosa a proposte?
Boh, le proposte sono le solite, svicoliamo. Babylon direi di no perché andiamo a spendere un botto di soldi a caso. Quindi o svicoliamo
It's week
o se avete
16
voglia di
of the
fare qualcosa da
NFL,
voi.
and today's
Queste sono
clash
le
of
due opzioni
conferences
più
is just
votate.
moments away. It's the Jaguars and the Lions, and it comes your way next. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in week 16. And the opening kickoff will not be returned as that will be a touchback. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. They'll try the left side. Peoples. 4 yards there on the carry. Gets it back to second and 11. Now this defense for the Lions, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. Step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And this is going to be incomplete.
Let's go.
Get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the Lions will take over. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A look there at his numbers on the ground a week ago. He was creeping up toward 200 yards. Thought he was going to get there. Didn't quite make it, but also 2 rushing touchdowns.
And even if he only got about half those numbers this week, his team would take it in a heartbeat, wouldn't they? Because last week, he was spectacular.
Right back to Swift again on second down. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 and second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. From the gun, here's Swift. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Out of the gun now on third down. Escaping the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
And he's got room. Touchdown, Detroit. Darrington Evans, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it was finished off by a touchdown run from Darrington Evans. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It will come out to the 25. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people shy away from taking a runner early, but there's that special one there. I say they go get him.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Here's Lawrence to throw. And that is incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Well, a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Flushed out right. And that's incomplete. Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down. Tucker's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So a touchdown on their opening drive and 3 more here, and it adds to their first quarter lead.
Yeah, everything's going according to plan so far because the offense has moved the ball. The defense able to do their job. And here the special teams unit comes through with their contribution. A field goal to make it 10-zip.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. We'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And the confidence from last week carrying over to this week.
2 weeks in a row. And I have to admit, last week, I thought they were going to really struggle running the football. I thought that they had a real challenge on their hands, and they more than met it and created big-time openings that he just absolutely hurdled through. And they figured, why not? Let's carry it forward this week. Again, the same thing. All the blocking schemes are there. I think they've really done a great job. That B gap between the guard and the tackle has been there all game for them, and they continue to exploit it.
He's just going downhill.
Not only downhill, but with incredible, incredible force.
Nothing the score after one on EA Sports. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football. And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on third down. They're going to look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Swift's got the first down and then some. And finally down at the 36-yard line. 85 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. They'll run here with Swift. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They run out of the gun with Swift. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
First down with Evans. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
That'll go for a gain of 7. And just like that, it's third down. Back to throw here. Flush to his right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky.
Dai, per favore.
Run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
Yeah, great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
The Jaguars on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. Lawrence will throw. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And down to the 36-yard line here. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Lawrence. And he held on to it too long. A coverage sack. Down he goes. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards. A 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. Touchdown! That's caught. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are back within a score. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead will shrink to 6. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I know.
And now the rookie's free. 20. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Lions strike quickly here for 6 points. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead now stands at 13. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Lawrence. He finds his man, complete. It's Haynes. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Now Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And his throw is incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
To throw again on second down. Lawrence. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one. Again, it's Lawrence. He'll drop this one off with ETN. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. Yeah, they have had success on the ground, really as a team, doing well carrying the football. So maybe a little less pressure on his shoulders as the quarterback.
Any pressure he's carrying right now, that's self-inflicted, right? He's taking it on. He doesn't need to. Continue to do what you just said. Let everyone else carry the football. That's been effective. Don't have to worry about him throwing the ball in all the situations now. That's got to be a good feeling if he just relaxes and lets it keep coming to him.
Yeah, and relax and enjoy the second quarter lead right now. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tucker with the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Trevor Lawrence and the Jacksonville offense ready to go back to work. And how does he rally the troops, so to speak? He's played well, but they're down big on the scoreboard. How does he get his guys going?
To make sure they understand it's not a me game, it's a team game. Everyone has to come together. Everyone has to up the level of play a little bit, including himself, and find a way to make some plays in order to give them a little bit of a spark and rally the team.
We'll see if they can indeed rally down big on the scoreboard right now. Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw there complete to Allen. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. They'll start on the ground, ETN. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. DeAndre Swift heading back out with his Detroit teammates. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on our side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments. And you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half. It gets ugly in the second half. They've come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Once again, it's Swift. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson.
A lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 62 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. They go back to the ground, this time Swift. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. One quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jags are right back in this football game. They'll run on 1st down. Peoples. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
On 1st down, Lawrence. Allen's got it complete. That catch good for only a couple. Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. Now Lawrence to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Jaguars on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8. Lawrence, now this is ETN on the draw. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. A 40-yard punt, no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after...
No, fra, comunque, porco Dio, sempre una medaglia. Non ci sono e non vedo.
For this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moment. But plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge. So the challenge does not sway the official's decision. Spot of the football going to remain right where it... Now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's got the 1st down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
2 yards on the pickup there. And that'll bring up 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down, they just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like total at this point. You just go ahead and play.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. And a short gain down to about the 33. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. 2 yards on the 1st down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
That's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the 1st quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have 1 right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that even...
And he'll try and throw here on the fake. They're able to pick up the 1st and keep possession. Down under 2 minutes to go. in this football game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. 6 yards left on second down.
Here we go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll set up a throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Tucker's kick is good, and that will swell the lead to 16. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. So here now Lawrence and the Jaguars down by 16, a minute 38 to go. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him,
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. He'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Here's Lawrence. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't get it.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And right now, probably just one thing in his mind. It's getting back to the hot start because he's really faded.
And ordinarily when that happens, the quarterback, as you know, is usually the leader of the squad. Now there's probably a silent camaraderie that comes around him saying, hey, guess what? We got you. Don't worry about it. Let's go, big fella. Because they know more times than not, he tends to pick things up, and they tend to play well.
And the Lions will take the knee here with victory in the cards. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Allen down to a knee, and that should just about do it.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or
No super, Maćko, super. Tak se zabava. Dobre. No, teraz wiem, że gdje okej, powinien pozerać.
Happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So this